lost to?
Man, they lost to the Chiefs last year, and the Chiefs and Mahomes was thrown to a cashier from Dixie and an AutoZone manager. What I really wanted to know with the Bills, I literally just hinted at it. The Bills, they don't have a wide receiver one. And their team is built on the offensive line, rushing the football, Josh Allen spreading the rock, and relying on a defense. But their defense is mid. Their offensive line is banged up. And we have now seen in 2 straight weeks, when they can't run the football, their offense sputters. Because running the football, it opens up the game for the passing, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like a known fact about football, right? But the Bills receivers, let me see how I'm trying to say this. When the run game sputters, Josh Allen has no one to throw to because none of their receivers can win. They can't separate. They can't win their routes. They can't go up and get the ball. And that's where you need a wide receiver one. A definitive guy who can go ahead and get the ball, who you can throw to in any situation.
So you feel like they're relying a little bit more on the coach scheming them open more than actually winning their routes.
Yes, but that's also a problem because Sean McDermott is a defensive coach. And their offensive coordinator Joe Brady, he's simply to put it simply, he's just not that good. And it's not like they have some offensive mastermind like Andy Reid. I mean, Mahomes won a Super Bowl. I mean, he's better than Josh Allen, but like Mahomes won a Super Bowl throwing to McCole Hardman and Marquez Valdes-Scantling. They won a Super Bowl because Andy Reid was able to put them in situations to where they could win and be open. And it also helped that Mahomes just happens to be the greatest quarterback of the 2020s. So, with all that being said, the Bills have none of that. And by the way, Josh Allen also just did not look. Josh Allen has not looked good for like the last several weeks. I feel like. So, I remember in the first episode I said the Bills, they can go 8-0 before they take their first loss. But I also said that Falcons game could be a trap game. Now that was before I knew the Patriots were going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
But I did say in that first episode that they could be 8-0, but that game versus Falcons that could trip them up, and it did. But the Bills, I still think they're going to win the playoffs, obviously. I think that they're still going to win around 12, 13 games. But I do think that, like, come playoff time, if they see Kansas City either in the second or in the third round, I think they're going to lose again.
You know what? That's not something too crazy to even think about, because when I look at the Bills team right now versus what I think this Chiefs team is gonna be whenever they actually get like completely there, this Chiefs team look like they're gonna beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
And you know it's crazy to say something like that with how hot the Bills have started off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But this is getting into my second point about the Bills. I think the Bills remind me of, like, if this makes any sense, a good 2010s team. Mm-hmm. With a well-rounded, you know what I'm saying, can spread the ball, you know what I'm saying, get it to everybody and whatnot like that. And you have maybe like that one guy that's like slightly better than everybody else, but he's not that crazy better.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like a Khalil Shakir is obviously wide receiver 1.
Right.
But like realistically on most teams he's a 2.
Exactly. So like I feel like the Bills had a good, I think they started powerfully. I think they had a good power start, but it's like a race in my opinion right here. It's like you could start out fast, going all the way, like going farther than everybody else, you know what I'm saying? But who gonna win that long game?
Yeah.
Who gonna win that long game? I feel like you start off powerful, but then it kind of falls because, like you said, look, the offensive line is banged up. You know what I'm saying? They have they have all these wins underneath their belt. They have all these, but they go ahead and they lose these 2 games, and it's looking like, have y'all been figured out, or are y'all just running out of gas?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? How long can you can like sustain this level of play?
Yeah,
and I think they're running out of gas.
Yep, I said it before the season started. I said the weak point on this Bills team is their receivers, and I said that if Buffalo wants a chance at even coming close to winning a Super Bowl, they need some receiver help, whether it's trading for one or drafting one. Now, I think that a couple years ago, the reason why Josh Allen broke out was because the Bills, they traded for Stephon Diggs. Diggs proved himself to be a top 5 receiver for the next 3 to 5 years, and then they moved on from him because he proved to be a locker room cancer and things of that nature. He just wasn't blending well.
Disappears in the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. And he wasn't blending well with their new offensive approach. And then they moved off of Diggs. Last year they were very successful. As a matter of fact, last year was the best offense the Bills had, and they had no Diggs.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. I didn't see that coming either. But now this year is looking like things are regressing back to the mean, where yes, they're still great. Josh Allen is obviously still the 2nd or 3rd best quarterback in the league, but they have a real weak point on that offense. And like I said, I feel like if they were to go up against the Chiefs, or maybe even if they were to play the Patriots in the playoffs, I think that the Patriots could play them really close in a playoff setting. I really do believe that.
And I don't mind that. And look, I'm gonna put it like this. This shit different with me, because I see media all the time. They be so quick to hop on a team's bandwagon when they're doing good, and then they hop off of it whenever they lose a game or whatever like that. Mm-hmm. The only reason why I feel like they will lose a game to the Chiefs is because look who y'all lost to. That's my entire thing. Look who y'all lost to.
Man, they lost to the Chiefs last year, and the Chiefs and Mahomes was thrown to a cashier from Dixie and an AutoZone manager. It doesn't, Mahomes has beat Josh Allen in so many ways. It's crazy. He has blown him out in the playoffs. He's come from behind in the playoffs to beat him. He's beat him in a close game. Mahomes has beat Josh Allen with a prime Kelsey and a prime Hill. He's beat him with just a prime Kelsey and a bunch of O'Reilly employees. And he's beat him with a washed up Kelsey and me and you at receiver.
If anybody works at any of those places, he's only expressing his frustration because of it due to his former jobs.
But but no, bro. But Mahomes and the Chiefs, they've had 5 different versions of an offense, and they've still beat them. So I don't know. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I just think that the Bills are obviously more vulnerable than we thought, and come playoff time, I do believe it'll come and bite them in the butt. I really do.
Yeah, I could really agree with that, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought that the Bills was the undeniable team to beat, and if you would have asked me 2 weeks ago, I would have been like, oh yeah, Bills win the Super Bowl, easy, get them out of here. You know what I'm saying? Whoever it is they're facing, get them out of here. You know, no question, Bills are beating them. You know, but then when I watched these last 2 games, we're just like, whoa, y'all really actually, y'all not trash by no means at all. Y'all definitely ain't trash. Y'all
still a contender.
I honestly can still say y'all the best team in the NFL.
I wouldn't say I want to see all that. I wouldn't say.
I think they're still the best team in the NFL. I think they just.
I can't get it to them.
Who you think the best team in the NFL is right now?
Chiefs.
Already?
It's either.
I would like
through 6 weeks, and from what we've seen all season, it's either the Chiefs, knowing that they're getting everybody back healthy, or it's the Buccaneers. So far through 6 weeks.
Hey, look, you know me. I don't like giving compliments to my division, and I literally, like last podcast, I had trouble. I ain't gonna say I had trouble. I didn't want to give a compliment to Rico Dowdle because he played for the Panthers. I didn't want to give a compliment to Baker Mayfield. I've been doing that this entire goddamn podcast too. I've been complimenting Rico Dowdle on what he's been doing, complimenting Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield for being in the MVP conversation.
Yeah.
And I even said already that I think that the Bucs have an argument for the best team in the NFL. And I think that the Bucs are better than the Chiefs. I honestly would say if the Rashee Rice comes back, he gets his rhythm going, you know what I'm saying? The Bucs and the Buccaneers, the Bucs and the Chiefs line up right now. I said close game, but the Bucs win.
That's a hot take. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm serious. I think you line them up against each other. I think the Bucs win.
That's a hot take.
Not by a lot.
Hot take.